much. And for more on this, let's bring in Chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Congressman Michael McCaul. Congressman, thanks so much for joining us here. You know, during James' report, Bob and I were just saying, how is this okay? How would it be a good idea for President Biden or whoever is behind him puppeteering to say, yeah, let's let these guys go?
Terrible idea. On the heels of the New Orleans terror attack, now we're seeing an uptick in these vehicle terror attacks. You know, I chaired the Homeland Security Committee for many years. I've been down to Guantanamo and I've seen these dangerous terrorists, including Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, who was given a plea bargain of life sentence as opposed to death penalty after he killed 3,000 Americans. So I can't speak for them other than to think they're trying to wind down the Gitmo prisoners. But I think, Katrina, the bigger issue here is a message being sent to this part of the world, to the terrorist community. The Taliban, as you saw in your film, received them rejoicing at the terrorist release. We know that the prisons in Bagram were released during the debacle of the collapse of Afghanistan. Thousands of ISIS-K released there who've now gone to the Khorasan region. Some, we know, Katrina, have entered the United States. So this projection of weakness has been a continued theme of this administration that I think has brought on more terror, more conflict, and more war.
Congressman, we had General Wesley Clark on our program last week. He said, without question, ISIS is kind of bubbling back up again. And I think this is to your point that it shows weakness. It allows them to maybe regroup since President Trump has been out of office. What has to happen again that already happened once, but it seems like the work Trump did has almost been undone to a degree?
Well, just like the border, the work that was done, we had a secure border. We're on the way towards it. Now it's not. And now we're seeing an uptick in terror attacks and terror activity. I get classified briefings I can't go into, but suffice it to say that Afghanistan is becoming, once again, a breeding ground for terror. This Khorasan region I mentioned between Pakistan and Afghanistan is always known historically for external operations to kill the West and kill Americans. I think you're going to see more of this activity because the threat's getting worse, not better. And don't take my word for it. The FBI director, Chris Wray, has said that red lights are blinking here. And the timing just, I think, was really bad timing after New Orleans.
A great point. But speaking of timing, Congressman, we're almost out of time, but I do want to ask you, we know in less than 2 weeks, we will have a new president in place. How quickly will President Trump change what we're seeing now? How quickly will he push back?
Well, you know, I've been in the national security realm, foreign policy world long enough to know that when you project strength, you have deterrence. Under the Biden administration, we lacked deterrence, which is why you saw Russia invade Ukraine. It's why you saw Chairman Xi threatening the Pacific and the Ayatollah raising his ugly head. I think on day one, what President Trump will project is not just strength, Katrina, but fear. Our adversaries fear him for many reasons. I think most of all, he's unpredictable. And they don't know what he's going to do. But they do know if they get out of line, there will be consequences to bad behavior, something we haven't seen under the Biden administration.
All right, we're going to have to leave it there. Congressman McCaul, thank you so much for being on American Agenda. Hope to talk to you soon.